So although I love bear meat, it's really hard to top elk meat. And our next hunt is in our alfalfa field where elk have been doing the same thing to us. They've been tearing up the alfalfa and they are camped out on it, which is taking a lot of food from our cows.
All right, so we're set up. We're gonna see if any elk come out of this hay grazer and try and hammer one.
Well, the first day we went after elk, we were feeding cows and spotted the elk in some of our hay grazer and our alfalfa fields. So honestly, me and Trent thought, well, it's gonna be a pretty easy hunt. We'll grab the rifles, we'll grab our orange, we'll slip out, and we'll shoot a couple of these elk. Not really how it went down. So the elk figured out what we were doing and they took off. Well, the plan was a good one. The elk were in the hay grazer, a bunch of them, and they've been doing a lot of damage. So we decided to get them out of the crops and also get some elk meat at the same time. Kind of cause them to pay a little taxes, right?
Yeah.
So set Trent up, I swing around, and literally, if you'd had your Taurus, you could have shot them. They were like, yeah, we don't think we want to follow your plan.
Yeah, we don't want to go.
We don't like your plan. We're gonna swing around. So they swing around. So if we don't see them now, they were boogieing. We'll try and get on them in the morning.
Okay.
Like plan?
Yes, sir.
All right. Operation Winter Meat. Take two. Then we made a little stalk around. We got back on the elk, but of course they were right on the apex, right on the top of this hill where we could have taken one, but it really wasn't a safe shot because even though we knew it was probably safe on the other side, we couldn't see over the hill. So we decided or elected to pass the shots because we just don't feel comfortable taking an unsafe shot. It always happens that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Right when you think you're gonna have an easy hunt, the elk outsmarted us. We had.
Yeah, we had it.
You could have shot that elk easy.
Oh, yes, sir.
But it was one of those deals where it was on an incline.
Yeah.
We couldn't see what was on the other side. It's our ranch, so we knew odds are we were safe, but it's never worth risking it, you know what I mean? Especially if you're not 100% sure. So we decided to try and sneak up, shoot down here in the field, and but the elk just outsmarted us.
Yes, sir.
We'll get 'em.
Happens. Yes, sir.
I was carrying the Mossberg. It's 6.5, it's more of my bolt gun, but I got a sweet cheat sheet and I got a CDS dial on this bad boy. Well, I can dial the yardage and hold dead on. What are you running?
So I'm running my Stag Arms 6.5 Creedmoor. I've got my Loophole Patrol 6 HD on it. And this is honestly one of my favorite rifles now. I run this thing for everything, so.
But we had something for everything. I mean, that's a 200-yard gun, right? That's kind of what you set it up for.
It's a 200.
This one's 500, 550, you know what I mean? Totally comfortable with. Why don't you have a magazine, in case somebody's wondering?
So, all my mags are above the capacity limit, so I have to single load this gun for everything.
Trent, like he said, his magazines are mostly 10 rounds, so he just goes out with 1 round. That's it's impressive. All right, well, the elk got us. We'll get them next time.
Yes, sir.
Good job. That was fun.
You too.
All right, the elk got us yesterday.
They did.
We saw the elk, and they saw us. Didn't work out good for us.
No.
So next day, Trent was actually out there kind of looking at the cows, and what did you spot?
Saw the elk again. So I made a plan, and we're gonna see how it works out. We're gonna drop down to the river and see if we can't get close, but.
So your plan involves us getting wet?
Yes, it does.
Okay, got it.
You're welcome.
So if we don't get the elk, I'm gonna totally put it on you. So it's Trent's plan today. My plan didn't work out. So if it works out, I'll be like, you made a better plan. If it doesn't work out, I'll be like, we're even.
We're even. I'll take even over losing.
Okay, that's fair. So we were about to slip up on these elk. They're in one of our ag fields, which is where they like hanging out. And they do a lot of damage to the corn, a lot of damage to the hay grazer. But what's nice is we have some late season elk tags. So we're gonna slip down, like Trent says, on the river, and I'm gonna follow you.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this.
Yes, sir. Alright, so we're gonna follow this hill to the left. We're gonna drop down into that field. We've got that road that crosses the river right there. Yeah. We're gonna cross there and follow, go straight to the right after we cross. That'll bring us right to the corner of the field. We're gonna cross that, follow the fence along. So we're gonna drop down in that corner and be able to see them. All right. I like.
This small herd of young elk had been moving all over the place, and that was exactly what I was looking for. Not only for winter meat, but also because I wanted to run them out of the alfalfa fields. So me and Trent decided to make a stalk and make it work this time. At least that was the plan. So what was kind of funny is we make this big, huge stalk across the river, slip around, and the elk are literally standing at our rifle range. They're standing in our rifle range right by, I think it was the 800-yard target. And Trent pokes out, and I can tell just by his reaction, they are right on top of us. So he turns around, starts giving me sign language, like, And I'm like, what is going on? He's like, they are right here, 50 yards away. So I like to let Trent shoot first. He shoots.
Trent is going down. Nice shot, Trent.
When his elk drops, well, it spooks the rest of the herd. So when the herd spooks, they take off. I'm on them, trailing them the whole way. They get out there. I can't remember the range now. It was a little over 300, I believe. And I dropped my elk. So 2 beautiful elk down, and really, it couldn't have worked out any better.
Last one. Oh.
Is that one clear? Is that one?
Last one.
Take him. Good hit.
Oh. What a double. Nice job, dude. Nice shot, man. So what's cool? Dang, your plan worked. My plan did. Trent's plan worked out awesome. That was so cool.
That was awesome.
We crossed the river. I got a little wet in my left boot. I don't know if you noticed that. But Trent made the plan.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
It worked out.
We're both running the Hornady, the 143 gain. This is the ELDX.
Yes, sir.
And it does a number. You know, it was a matter of just waiting, getting a range, and that's why I love these BX4s. These are the ranging. Look at all the mud on them. They're obviously tough. These are the Leupold ranging binocs that I dragged through the mud. You know, have been thrown off out of tree stands and everything else. But when they checked up, it was like, doo-doop. I'm like, okay, roll the turret to 300 and hold that on.
Heck yeah. Good shooting, dude.
Nice job.
Thank you. You too,
Man, what a plan. So this is an awesome group of young cows that were out here. That's what we both dropped. 2 beautiful cows. This meat is going to be amazing. Great shot too, buddy.
Thank you.
I mean, your exit came out right here, you know, 2-3 inches from the crease.
Yes, sir.
Went through both lungs. You see the blood on the mouth, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Indicative of a good lung shot. But man, that was perfect. You shot, yours dropped. And then it was funny because when yours dropped, they were like, uh-oh, this is for real. And they rolled. And, you know, a lot of times we'd have shot with the suppressor first. And Trent asked me, he said, you shoot first, you shoot first. But, you know, dads and moms out there will understand. It's more about, you know, your kids and you. So I wasn't as worried. I figured I'd get one later, but I'm tickled, man.
Well, thank you. I
Good,
appreciate it.
good shooting.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
With the stag arms. Well, here's a beautiful elk I shot. Nice job, buddy.
Yes, sir. You too.
That was fun.
And I'm just saying, yours is definitely smaller than mine.
Yours is a little bit bigger, I think. You know, we definitely picked out. You know, the cows kicked off a lot of these calves. These are amazing to eat, and they were just camped out in the alfalfa. So
yes,
worked out pretty awesome. This is exactly what we wanted for some winter meat.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna be eating good, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Fried heart tonight. I'll share with you my favorite fried heart recipe. A lot of people ask about it. I've shown it on a few, but I still have people ask. But good shooting. Now,
It's a good recipe.
if you can just pack both these out of here.
Okay, yes, sir.
Well, because your plan worked. I think that's the deal. When you win the plan, when you make the best plan that actually gets the elk.
I'm pretty sure when you make the bad plan, you pack out the elk for the good plan.
That actually makes sense too. All right, is that the way it's gonna go? I see how it's gonna go. Hey, I'm Fred Eichler.
I'm Trent Eichler.
And you're watching Everything Eichler, and we just shot 2 beautiful elk here in Colorado. They get into these alfalfa fields, cause a lot of damage, and this is kind of our way of taking a little taxes out on them.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna have some great meat.